Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. I gotta confess, I have a love-hate relationship with Battlefront 2. I love the game, I hate the game, I've been frustrated so many times that I lost count, but I give it a chance time and time again because I'm a big Star Wars fan and I love to really play with these characters. In the past year, I've seen so many different changes and I've been surprised by them. The Celebration Edition was released just recently and I purchased that, so you get all the unlocks, all the skins, and it looks super cool. The addition of new maps, the co-op that was added a few months back. So there's been a lot of things that have improved the game, but I haven't really given it a full, I would say, pardon for the mistakes that were made at the beginning. So now that the new community update was released and a lot of people are talking about it, I want to really share my opinion about it, what I think about the game as a whole, the good and the bad. So stay tuned. The good. The first thing we need to point out is the improvements in this game, and this game feels a lot better than 3 years ago. There's a lot of improvements in gameplay. It feels more polished, more balanced. We have new content, new maps. You can go through the different generations of Star Wars from the 3 different trilogies, and you can play on different setups. And it's just amazing the amount of content that has been poured into it. DICE has done a fantastic job in really giving you the content and making you feel like you are in the Star Wars universe. And that to me is the biggest triumph of this game. What is really getting a lot of people excited is the fact that we are getting, for the first time in this game, new weapons. I'm so happy because I'm coming from Battlefield, which has always been my main game, and in Battlefield we get so many weapons all the time, so many different unlocks, and you haven't received the same type of treatment with Battlefront, which is produced by the same company. But now we get 4 new weapons, 1 per class. Each one is different, and it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to them, but they add more variety to the gameplay. The Assault class gets the E11D blaster. This one has a medium rate of fire, good damage, and cools faster. Now you can add a better recoil, a flashlight which reveals enemies when zoomed, and you can improve the range. This gun is, I would say, middle of the road, but it is a pretty good gun. The Heavy class gets the T21 blaster. This one shoots powerful bolts with excellent range, but it has low rate of fire. Now you can add a scope, improve handling with less recoil and dispersion at the cost of reduced damage. And you can also change to a burst mode, so you can do 3 shots, so it becomes semi-automatic. I would say that I really like this one. It is different. It's easier to control once you mod it, and I feel that it's going to be a pretty effective, I would say, mid to long range heavy gun. The Officer gets the DL18 pistol. This one is less powerful and it has less range, but it has faster rate of fire. You can improve the cooling, reduce the spread, and also add a repeating mode which makes it full auto. The Specialist gets the Cycler rifle, and this one is exciting for me because this is strictly a sniper rifle. You get excellent range, high damage, but low cooling and rate of fire. Now you can improve it by adding dual zoom, reduce recoil, and improve cooling. So definitely this is a very powerful gun. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it. On Battlefront 2015 it was a star card, but now it's part of the main catalog of guns for the Specialist. Heroes and Villains also gets new maps on their rotation. I would say that I'm not a big fan of Heroes and Villains. I haven't really played it as much. I know some people like it, they enjoy it. If you're looking to play with the main characters of Star Wars, definitely this is a perfect mode for you. And also it's a good way to, I would say, to upgrade your characters to make it more powerful. And it's fun for what it is, but I want to say that I'm too crazy about it, but it's good that they continue to improve this mode and add more content to it. Now, the reason I'm in love with this game right now is co-op mode. And I will tell you this, I haven't had so much fun in co-op mode since Halo or Gears of War. It's just an amazing mode. The way they devise it, the way it's set up in this game is just perfect in my opinion. It makes you feel like you are winning. It makes you feel like you are part of this game. And I love it. Not only that, the AI is very smart, and that's something that is hard to find sometimes in this type of modes. but they have done a fantastic job. Once in a while, you can see the AI kind of hitting the walls or whatever, doing crazy stuff. But beyond that, it's very organic. It flows very well. It makes you feel like you are advancing in the real world. You can win and you can lose. You can play with up to 4 players online. You can choose your heroes, your reinforcements, the ewoks, and the ISB agent. And in my opinion, they are terrific. I'm having a blast with the ewoks. They are amazing. I was having a hard time playing with the ewoks at first. But then when I got the hang of it, I realized that they're overpowered, but they're extremely fun. They're very short, they're very fast, so they can go all over the place. They also have some difficulty at times in some locations because of their short stature, but they are super fun. The ewoks have a bow and arrow. You can use the auto targeting, also manual targeting for more powerful arrows. On their start cards, they have the Valiant Horn, which adds more damage and resilience. The Wisty Pouch, which actually damages and disorients the enemy. The Hunter Instincts, which uncovers nearby opponents. The ewoks are super fun. I had a laugh playing with it. It's just amazing. They're just great. And they are, in my opinion, the best characters right now, the best characters to play with in Star Wars Battlefront 2. For the Empire, you get the ISB agent, who is a very powerful, very agile reinforcement. It comes with an RK3 blaster pistol that can be recharged for a power blast. Now, on the cards, you can choose the dual pistol. You can choose the assault training, which makes him faster and reduce the damage while sprinting. And you can also choose Imperial Intel, which reveals enemies and increases resistance for allies. This is a more well-rounded reinforcement, and it's not, I would say, as fun as the Ewok, but it's more precise and actually more powerful. The bad. Now it's time to talk about the bad. I would say that the biggest point of contention for me with this game particularly is when you're playing on multiplayer, and of course the heroes, I feel that they're overpowered, and they've been overpowered since the beginning. I've seen some balancing with them, but sometimes once a person controls a hero, it's really hard to defeat them without the help of other heroes in your team. However, some of our heroes or some of the players do not know how to operate the heroes. I wouldn't say that I know how to operate a hero 100%. I still have my limitations. I'm still learning. But it can be very irritating at times to try to defeat them because they get in the way. Once you get a good streak, all of a sudden a hero shows up and it's game over. So I feel that it's a rebalancing that needs to be made with them. However, it's hard to tell the difference or what would be the perfect middle ground. But nonetheless, sometimes that can hinder the experience. Another factor that determines and in many ways limits your experience with this game goes back to the reality that you're playing with people online. People that have different degrees of experience. Some people are well versed on the game, while others do not have enough experience. So it can be very chaotic at times, and of course, it can get in the way. Now, I do love the setup of this new maps. We have so much content, so many places, but particularly on tight corners and really close quarter environments, you're going to find it very chaotic, and to a point that you don't know who is shooting at you. Sometimes your friends are shooting at you. They're throwing bombs and grenades. There's explosions all over the place, and it can be very chaotic. People get in the way, and they're not working as a team. And there's a lot of button mashers for sure. And I would say that I've been part of the problem as well, like most people. But I would love for this game to be more organized. Of course, it's hard to tell again because this is multiplayer, so you're playing with other people. I love the beauty of the maps, but I believe that there's sometimes so much stuff in the way, so many doors, so many windows, so many tables, things like here, there, left and right. So all that can really take away from the experience because now you're tripping with everything in between you and your opponents. And that brings me to another point that I think it's important to realize with this game. The maps are beautiful. They are great. They are amazing. The work that DICE has done to really bring Star Wars to pretty much to this game in a way that has never seen before. It's just amazing. the layout of the maps and all of that. However, sometimes these maps can be very big to the point that sometimes you can be very confused in your position, and particularly when you're spawning in different areas. The system will put you in some weird spots, and you have to try to figure out which door is the right door, which way is the right way. The mini map doesn't really do a good job in explaining your positioning, so you have to really learn and you have to memorize these maps, and that can be also chaotic, and that can take away, because sometimes it can take really a good amount of seconds for you to go back to the fray because the spawning system is not as perfect. So definitely that's something that needs some work. I love the maps. They're big, they're gorgeous, they had a lot of detail, but when the detail gets in the way, then it takes away from the experience. In conclusion, I would say that DICE has done a 360 with Battlefront 2. This game now is at the best level it's ever been. And all I see is more stuff coming our way. Also, through the trailer for this update, we got a hint of Scarif, and I'm so excited because I love Scarif. It was one of my favorite maps on Battlefront 2015. It's a DLC map. I purchased it. I played it when I had the chance. Unfortunately, nobody's playing it right now because a lot of people didn't get the DLC. It's a really nice map, but the fact that it has never been introduced in Battlefront 2 has always bugged me. Now I'm so happy because now we're coming full circle, and now this game has everything I want this game to be. And there's other maps that I would love for, be transferred from Battlefront 1 to this Battlefront, but of course only time can tell, and it depends a lot on the support, of course, of the community to this game. Now this game, and it's a much better place. It's so fun to play. I love the co-op mode. The multiplayer is multiplayer, heroes versus villains is fine. I love the content and the amount of content that is coming our way. So definitely this game is in a great spot, and I'm so excited for it. I wish Battlefield would take a hint from this part of the company, from this part of DICE, this team that is really putting too much love, too much effort into it, and is really doing something great. Not saying that Battlefield is a bad game. I love Battlefield. I support Battlefield, but Battlefield has done a lot of mistakes, making a lot of decisions without really thinking or consulting on the community. And I do feel that in this part, Battlefront, it's at the top because they are listening, they are adjusting. It's been a long road, but they've been doing the work, and now this game is really playable and it's super fun. So if I have to give this game a final score, or its score at this point, I would say it's a 9 out of 10, which in my book, it means that the game is almost perfect. I love it. I'm be honest with you. Yeah, I have moments where I feel that I get frustrated with the game, but the modes, the maps, the content, everything that is promised, the guns, things like this really make this experience worldwide. And I do feel as long as people keep, I would say, playing the game, we will get to see more stuff coming our way. But what is your opinion? What do you think about the game? Do you like the game? Are you excited for it? Have you tried this new update? Have you purchased the Celebration Edition? Have you played the game at least in the past year? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to this channel. Please follow me on social media. All the links are down below. And God bless. I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.